talking about spirituality, the Bauls have the sole purpose in this life to attain highest level of spirituality, remaining in this material world, yet completely detached from the material desires, the desires of this world. And in this process, they go in search of the self, which houses the Supreme One within their own body. The Siddhacharya said that the path to salvation is straight and very near to you. So do not go far, and Bodhi is very close to you. So you don't have to go very far. And talking of the Sahajiyas, if we want to know about what the Sahajiyas are, we have to know the history of how they came into being. The Sahajiyas emerged from the Buddhist Tantric philosophers and practitioners. So now Buddhist Tantric philosophers, the history goes back to the origin of the Mahayanas. The Mahajanas, as the name signifies, includes Maha and the Janas. The Maha means the big or the large or the huge one, and Jana is the vehicle. So the Mahajana or the large vehicle included, or all the people of the different belief, faith and practices came to take refuge in the Mahajana sect of the Buddhism. And these Mahajanas would practice through the mantras, the rituals, and also different ways, different means of practicing their philosophy or religion. Then gradually what happened is the people of these different sects who came into the Mahayana were then gradually divided into two different beliefs, and one group would not follow the mantras or the paramita, and the others, they would follow the mantras and the rituals. So these groups which wanted to follow it then included different mudras and mandalas in their practices, and they came into, they were named separately as Vajrajanis. And these Vajrajani philosophers, the Vajra means the void or the Shunya. So the Vajrajani philosophers or practitioners would practice through the path of Shunya or void. That is, they would go through the mantras or rituals through a void path to attain the Nirvana. And now the Sahaja Jana, the name itself was not included in the Buddhist Tantric philosophy or writings, but the followers of the Vajrajanis, they actually considered a group of sadhakas, the practitioners, who were following a particular very special type of path of religion or Tantra, in which their ways were very simple and very straight, and they called them Sahajajanis or Sahaja Sadhakas. And these Sahaja Sadhakas, what they believed was that the sought after, the Supreme One, is a very simple, true person within oneself, and this path is straight and they say that do not follow any complicated path. The bodhi or the intellect is very near, so you don't have to go very far. So to understand, to know all these, we have to take refuge in the verses and dohas of the Siddhacharya yogis and the Padakartas, or the writers of the verses. And these are found, the evidences of this writings, or the writings are found in the Charyapadas in Bengali. And these are the oldest remaining evidence of Bauls. So when the Sahajajani path of Buddhism came into being, and they said that the path to finding the Supreme One is very near within oneself, then came the mention of the body. And the Bauls, they believe that everything that we have to attain, spirituality, salvation, nirvana, is within this body. So the concept of Deha Tattva came into being from this. Deha Tattva means Deha, this material body, where the Supreme One is staying or living. And since the purpose of the Bauls is to find the Supreme One, or the Monir Manush, man of the heart, the man of heart is within our own self. And the simple one, the Sahaja one, is the ultimate, true, simple man that resides within this Deha, or the body. And he remains unchanged. He, or the soul, or the Supreme One, remains unchanged in this otherwise changing world. So this gives the concept of Atma Tattva. So to understand all this, a Baul, during his lifelong practice, goes through 4 main phases. These are Sthula, Pravarta, Sadhaka and Siddhi. Sthula means the material body. Sthula is the phase when we remain attached to this material world, material body, material life, but yet looking for something greater in life to attain salvation. So this body craves to find something which is beyond this body. And then comes the phase of Pravarta. So in between this, a person looks for a guru or someone to show the path, how to attain salvation. So when they reach from Sthula to Pravarta, they start following the guru and the path which is directed by the guru, whether it is mantra, the rituals, or any kind of practices the guru proposes, the guru guides through. And through Pravarta, a person may attain the phase of sadhaka. Sadhaka, when this person, yes, and during this Pravarta phase, one may go for Jugal sadhana, or that is having a companion, the man with a woman companion, which is called Jugal sadhana, or they can go for ekak sadhana, that is sadhana with the self. And while practicing, there may be different paths, and one of the paths that Bauls follow is to go through to follow their path of the respiration and pass through the chakra jhana within their body. So this is a very difficult path, but can be attained through the sadhana. And this may go as a lifelong process, and some attain it in a short while, and then they attain the sadhaka stage when they are only in the practices. And in the siddhi stage, a person has attained salvation. This siddhi stage is not attained by all, but it has been attained many sadhakas, and they have attained the highest form of salvation, which is called nirvana.
Jahure banka chhadi ma jahure banka niyari These we find from the Charyapada, and these are the oldest remaining verses written by the Charyapada, the Siddha Siddhi yogis who wrote this. So, Uju Uju means the straight path. So, Jahure Banka. Why do you go for a carved path? A very complicated path. Banka is complicated and carved. Niyari Bohi. The Bohi, or the Bodhi, or the intellect, is Niyari, very near. And Ma Jahure Lanka. You don't have to go to Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka was very far from our country previously. And so do not go to Lanka, or a very far away place, to find wisdom, because it is within you, inside you.
Namaste. Sanghamitra Das here. I did my PhD in zoology, animal sciences. Spirituality has been there with me since my childhood, and as my life progressed and my childhood training in Indian classical music, Antigua songs, and a stint in the folk songs as a toddler. All these were compiled into my later training in folk songs, or I would rather say Baul songs, Sufi songs, Fakiri songs. And this Baul gave the freedom to explore spirituality more in life. The deep philosophy underlying Baul gave me the broad spectrum to explore spirituality, philosophy, and the vast world beyond this material world. Since then, I've been following the path of spirituality, holding the hand of music.
Now I teach the animal sciences in a college, but I follow the passion of music and art because I'm a painter too in my own right. So this is my masterclass in Readers Institute of London. So if you wish to enroll, please log in and sign up for getting certified directly from London.